Hello, I'm Theodore Parker, and this is a sideshow. It's Tuesday, January 25th, 2022. Temperature outside is below freezing. I think when I first started, it was around 25, feeling 10 degrees less. Now it's maybe 27, same line of demarcation. Feeling like 17. So we have these freezing days, 32 being freezing and temperatures being below that mark. So what did you come into the room for? Seems like President Biden, as some of all of us should remember, the mic is hot. Reporter from Fox News asked President Biden a question related to inflation. And President Biden said, "What a stupid SOB." Of course, within an hour, he had the cell phone number of the reporter and had him on the line and said, "It's nothing personal, pal." So Fox News reporter talking to his other Fox News reporters on air said that they were still fact checking that part of it. But he said almost anything to get him to talk. Reporter talking about President Biden. So there we have it. The incident with the hot mic. Don't forget your mask. Don't forget your hand sanitizer. Waiting on those N95s. Due next month. We're a week away from next month. Almost Tuesday, Thursday a week, Tuesday a week. And we're into February, just like that. Okay. Going to hit a few high points here. Pfizer opens study for Omicron-specific COVID vaccine. Just to put a little more detail into this, each time since COVID-19 has been identified and dealt with, there has been a tier process for vaccinations. So, before the tier process was completed for COVID-19 itself, we came up with identifying Delta, and the tier process started again. So we're talking about healthcare workers, the older population, starting at whatever age groups they specified, down through the 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, teens, and now they're considering vaccines for 5 and younger years old. So each time that little wave starts, and now we have Omicron. So there's also been added to 5 and under. We came out of the 20s into the teens, and now 5 and under has been added to that process. Just so you know. For Ukrainian soldiers, a nervous guessing game on the front. If you've seen any of the news clips, you know it's ice cold. You guys are running behind tanks, which they bring tanks because the ground is frozen and so forth and so on. But response was NATO 8,500 troops on standby to see what's going to happen and what Russia's really going to end up doing. Former Trump lawyer behind election memos pleaded the fifth 146 times in front of the January 6th investigative committee. Investigative committee is really leaving no rock unturned. And there was a small article in the news about them even subpoenaing or asking Trump's daughters, Ivanka, to come and testify. Here's one 74-year-old black woman exonerated after serving 27 years in prison. She was accused of some inappropriate conduct regarding her niece, which she wanted to plead not guilty to. Now, 27 years later, she has been released. And speaking of things, Tuskegee Airmen, the last Tuskegee Airman passed away recently at the age of 102. When that happened, the Tuskegee Airmen as a group, individuals otherwise, received the designations Top Gun. So I just wanted to pass that on. Also, the movie Red Tails is probably a betrayal, I like to say Hollywood version, of the Tuskegee Airmen, if I'm understanding correctly. I did see the picture. So, Anchorage, Alaska. Palin dined at a New York City restaurant before she was tested positive for COVID. And that's it. Hashtag.